Drop the brace.
Hey guys, Mike here from Full House RS, and welcome to part 14 of my Road to Max Cape. It's been about 14 days since my last one. My last Road to Max was on the last day of December, and it was a giant bank check with all the things that I have in my bank, including all the random crap that I collect. And this week, it's going to be less of a bank check and more of just what I have accomplished and what I have planned to do in the future. As for when I will be doing bank checks from now on, I'm thinking about doing them as bi-monthly bank checks, but I was also thinking that maybe at the end of every month, I will have a full bank pick. And while I won't do a full bank price check, I will at least have a picture of it so that you can see how it has changed from the month before. And I think as it is a starting of a new year, that maybe makes a good idea for a series or something. Maybe just, a cutoff of this series. So that was just one idea about that. As for what I've been doing in these past 4 days, well, I have quite a bit to catch you up on. Now, first, I will go over some of the I guess you can call them less important things. While I build this combat monolith up, I did switch over to Bandos so that I could help Jiggy get some of his parts that he wanted for his overrides, namely the shield. And I just decided to stay because why not? I really don't care who wins, and Armadillo is obviously going to win anyway. So I guess I kind of care who wins, but whatever, that's not the point. So while I'm doing that, I'll name off a few things that I've done. To start off, I felt I needed to round off all of my combat stats since all of them were way above 90 and my range was just, utter shit. It wasn't utter shit. It was like 88. So I decided I'd go ahead and get it back up to 90 like the rest. So here's me getting 90 range. And I got it while testing, some of the Ascension dungeon that everybody seems to be doing recently. So I got a few keys there and blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. Make a lot of keys there, AFK a little bit, and it helped me get some other things done, like some editing, some thumbnails, and all sorts of stuff like that. And then after that, we were DGing to get Jiggy up to 120 DG, which he did accomplish. And in the middle of doing that, I also trimmed my woodcutting cape, and I got 99 DG. And it was no problem at all, really. We were just doing DG normally while doing it with Jiggy, and I didn't have to gouge my eyes out or anything, because I guess DG is really fun, especially if you can do it with friends. And I guess I'm kind of good at it. I'm apparently good at it, says some of the other people who actually go out of their way to invite me to teams. Maybe it's just probably because I listen and I don't if somebody tells me to do something, I'll do it. I'm not I'm doing something first. I'll do that in a second. No, I actually do it when they ask me to do it. So I don't have any issue with DG. I'm actually, if you take a quick look here, I'm actually 102 now because of all the extra DG I've been doing. Because we finished getting Jiggy to 120, but now we're working on getting Jorn to 120. It's going to get me a few more levels there, but I'm also planning to get 120 in the future I'm thinking before I max, but I don't know if that's going to exactly work. We're basically just going to DG whenever we feel like it, because it is a little fun thing that we can do when we have all of us on Skype and we actually feel like doing it. If we don't feel like bossing or something. It all depends on how we feel. That's basically how I'm going to go with that. And I actually think I got this before 99 DG, but another skill that I got to 90 was 90 herb lore, which I thought was going to cost me like 50 mil or something in herbs. Well, instead I farmed them myself, and I pretty much had to spend like 10 mil on it. It was really cheap farming my own herbs to make my own extremes. And now I can make up to extreme ranges, up to extreme magics with a Greenman's Ale. Or I guess I could use ranges if I use matured ones, but I'll stick with the easy ones for now. And I am slowly getting that herb lore up, especially now that since everybody told me to do it, and even though I really hate them, I have started doing warbands again. I'm starting to do them with a friend of mine who let me into his FC, and all has been pretty much peachy for the past 2 days that I've actually done them. So you can stop telling me to do warbands, because I'm listening to you and I'm doing them, even though I hate every single minute of it. More or less. And the last thing I really have to talk about that has happened in the past few weeks really is it was a little bit before the next change where she has a prey mage phase every 50% of the time. I say every 50% of the time. It was every other time, but now they made it to where it's 50% when she spawns. So before that, me and 4 of our friends were heading out to Nex, and the way we were working on this was basically a Nex lottery. So we were going to kill Nex, and we each had a number, 1 through 5. The off drops were split based on that row of numbers. So the first person gets the first off drop, second person gets the second off drop, down to 5, and then goes back to 1. So that's how the off drop split. Now we were also going to work to get 5 actual Nex drops. And when we actually got a Nex drop, we were able to roll a number through a random number generator, and whoever's number came up gets the item, and then they're taken out of the draw. So then we go 1 through 4, and whoever gets that number gets the next item and is taken out until we have given an item to each person, and then we start over. So unfortunately, we only got 2 items so far, and then we haven't really been back since after the next update, mainly because Jiggy has been busy a lot, and also because Next with the Prey Mage is a little bit more complicated, even though it's not completely different. We just haven't really been able to get everybody back together to do Next. But the reason I bring this up is because the first item that we did get was a Virtus book. And of course, with my luck on books of any kind, apparently, I was the one who got my name drawn. And so I got full ownership of that book, so it was completely my drop. And while it was 76 mil at the time of getting it, it has, of course, dropped since the next update. And while it has dropped to around 52 mil or something of the like that, I was able to merchant it a little bit for the first day, and I made like 8 or 10 mil of it back, so I haven't lost. I cut my losses a little bit there. It's still a pretty nice thing to have in my collection, especially considering I'm not going to sell it, because I'm eventually going to have to get a Virtus one anyway, unless I'm going to go straight to Seismics. I really doubt that. So that's all that's really happened this past few weeks, and now I can actually talk about what I have planned. So if we look at my skills real quick, though, we see that I'm really not that far away from 90 plus at all. These skills like summoning, it seems far away. I actually have the charms banked up to almost 89, so I'm not that far away. And I plan to get all the charms for 90 and then just do it all in one day, so I can have a nice chunk of summoning experience. But then I guess I have these skills down here like divination and hunter. Not so bad, really. I don't have a problem with either of these. I can AFK them just fine. Some people have problems AFKing divination because it's not AFK enough. I've been able to do it just fine with like first-person shooters or anything else that I can AFK, or I just, watch some awesome games done quick. If anybody watches those, you're awesome. But I have something to keep me entertained while I do divination, and it doesn't bother me at all, really. And other than those skills, I have rune crafting, easy. I have construction, which will more or less be done by the time I get all this work for these buildings finished when it goes away on the 20th. I have agility, which I have mostly in bonus experience, plus I have Hadean Skull coming out. Instantly going to give me more experience there, no problem. Mining, I guess, could be a little bit slow, but it's not that bad. It's only 1 level. Smithing I have completely bought. I actually have smithing, farming, and construction bought, even though farming's going to be done with the world event. So it feels good to have all these Bibles bought, and I even have 95 prayer bought. So I have, 9.3k bones, dragon bones sitting in my bank right now, waiting to get used so I can get up to 95 and get those last prayers. Or should I say curses? I'm so used to saying prayers by now that I guess I kind of let the cat out of the bag that I got curses. Yeah, I did get curses. Can go over here and I guess I'll have to bring it out. Boom, got curses. Soul Split, yay. And all these others, yay. And soon to be these, yay. I did a bunch of quests. I'm going to put like my adventure log from the night before, or the night of getting those curses. That was all those quests were done in like 3 days. No problem. I actually enjoy quests somewhat. It depends on what quests they are, I guess. Needless to say, Soul Split is pretty awesome, and I'm enjoying curses quite a bit. And once I can get 95, I'll be able to enjoy them even more. And with all of those skills coming into focus, once I can get 90 plus and all that, I will actually be at 2400 plus total, and I guess I'll be able to get into the big boys world, as everybody likes to, I guess nobody calls it that, but I'll be able to get into the 2400 world, and I probably will barely ever use it. Maybe just for divine location, since it's easiest to get those done there, from what I've heard. But I'm going to probably stick to 45 as it is my home world, and I just like it so much, no big deal. And the last thing that I really have my eye set on at the moment is, as you can see up here, I'm close to getting my third 99, which will be HP. It's just a matter of time before I get that. HP just easily goes up when I'm doing anything else, while I'm making money, while I'm bossing out with everybody else, while I'm doing DG. It will be done in probably 1 or 2 weeks. And then I will have my third 99. And what will be after that 99? It would probably be fire making, considering I do a lot of fire making and I have all of it bought already. But other than that, I really don't know what it would be. I'm going to just, train all these skills up by themselves. Maybe it'll be defense. Maybe it won't. We'll have to see which skill sticks out from the rest once we've gone a little bit further into this first month. And that's about all I have for you in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my update on my account, and you enjoyed me beating this combat monolith with a hammer, which is apparently fixing it. If you enjoyed any of those, you could leave a comment, you can like this video, you can do whatever you want. I just enjoy having everyone watch my videos, and it is just makes me all fuzzy inside. So thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, this is Mike from Full House RS, and I will see you in my next video.